Hey dear students, welcome back, and today in this video of quadratic equation we are going to derive the quadratic equation formula that is basically called as Sridhar Acharya formula, and that is used directly for solving quadratic equations. So we are going to derive the formula, and that derivation of the formula will be based on completing the square method, right? So those who don't know about that particular method, please visit my previous video and just go through it so that you can understand this video very well, right? So let's derive the formula for solving quadratic equation that is also called as Sridhar Acharya formula, right? So let's start with that. So we will be taking the general quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, right? Now we are going to apply the method of completing the square to solve it, right? Now completing the square, the first step was to take the constant term other side. I have already taught that method in my previous video, so let's recall it once again, right? So we have to take the constant term that side, so it becomes ax square plus bx is equal to minus c, isn't it, right? Now what we have to do, we have to make the coefficient of x square as 1, so we are going to divide both the hand side, that is the right hand side and the left hand side of the equation, by a. Is it clear? So this equation, now when you're going to solve this becomes ax square by a plus bx upon a is equal to minus c upon a, isn't it, right? Now this a will get cancelled out with this, and the coefficient of x square becomes 1, plus bx upon a it becomes and is equal to minus c upon a, isn't it? Now what you have to do is, you have to check that this term is having 2 in its numerator. No, it's not having 2 in its numerator. What we are going to do, we are going to multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator by 2. That is not going to change the value of the term, but still that will bring 2 in the numerator, right? So let's do that. X square plus, we are going to multiply the numerator by 2, that is 2bx upon, and we are going to multiply the denominator by 2, it becomes 2a is equal to minus c upon a, isn't it? Now this equation can be written as x square plus 2 times, right? We are going to separate the first term, that is x, and let's write the remaining thing, because x has been taken out, 2 has been taken out. Now b upon 2 it becomes, so it will be written as b upon 2a here, and is equal to minus c upon a. So got the point? Now we have split, now we have x square, that is the first term square, the first quantity square, right? We have 2 times the first quantity, and this thing is going to behave as the second quantity. This had already been taught in the first lecture, so just go through it once again, right? So this is first quantity square, this is 2 times first quantity, and this will behave as the second quantity. So what we are going to do, we are going to add the square of the second quantity and subtract the square of second quantity on the left hand side of the equation, and that is not going to bring any change in the equation, isn't it? So let's do that step also. So it will be like x square plus 2 times x into b upon 2a. What we are going to do, we are going to add b upon 2a whole square, and we are going to subtract b upon 2a whole square, and that is equal to minus c upon a. Is it clear? I hope it is clear till here. This is minus. Is it clear? I hope this is clear, right? Now you can see this is first quantity square, this is 2 times first quantity into second quantity, and here it is second quantity square. So this thing till here it becomes a perfect square. This thing till here it becomes a perfect square. I'll change the color so that you can easily see it. This is first quantity square plus 2 times first quantity into second quantity, and this is second quantity's square, right? So this thing in red is now a perfect square, as you can see, right? So this thing will become the square of x plus b upon 2a whole square, and this this minus quantity, this is the quantity of negative, you are going to bring it to the right hand side, that you are going to take it to the right hand side, becomes b square upon 2a, that is of positive b square upon 2a square, because the square is whole, it was b upon 2a whole square, so that will become b square upon 2a square, right? minus c upon a is going to remain as it is, right? Now just let us solve a little bit of it. X plus b upon 2a is equal to, now this will become b square upon 4a square minus c upon a, isn't it? Now this becomes 4a square as LCM. Now we'll take 4a square as LCM, and this will go one time. 4a square will go in 4a square one time, so 1 into b square will give you b square, and a will go 4a times, right? A will go in 4a square how many times? That is going to go in 4a square 4a times, so that becomes 4ac. Is it clear? Now this becomes x plus b upon 2a whole square. Is it clear? Now when you are going to solve it, you are going to take you are going to find out the under root, so that that square get you will get rid of the square. You have to remove the square, so you are going to take the under root on the other side. So that becomes x plus b upon 2a is equal to under root of b square minus 4ac upon 4a square, that whole under root, right? And this will be of plus and minus, because this equation was a quadratic equation. When you are solving a quadratic equation, you will get two answers, one is of plus and one is of minus. So it will be plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Those who don't know why it is plus and minus, so visit my previous videos to make it clear, right? You have to watch the videos step by step, right? So that the concepts get clear in every step, right? So it becomes easier for you guys to understand the videos which are uploaded later on, right? So just go through the previous videos if you're getting any confusion over here, and you can even ask me by comments, right? So dear students, now let's solve this one. This will become x plus b upon 2a is equal to plus minus, and this will be written as b square minus 4ac upon the under root of 4a square. Now you have to find out the under root of 4a square. So let's solve it a little bit more. So that is x plus b upon 2a is equal to plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon, this will give you 2a, because under root of 4 is going to give you 2 and under root of a square is going to give you a. Is it clear? Now let's further solve it. So let's take this b upon 2a that side, so it becomes it becomes x is equal to minus b upon 2a plus minus root of, that is square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now let's take the LCM again. So x is equal to 2a here, both the denominators having 2a. So 2a will come this way, right? And at the top, that is the numerator, will become minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac, right? So this is a very important formula to solve quadratic equation. With the help of this formula, you can solve any quadratic equation. Is it clear? So this is how we have derived the formula of quadratic equation, that is x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So this is your quadratic equation formula, or this is also called as the Sridharacharya formula. So by applying this formula, you can easily get the solutions for a quadratic equation, for any quadratic equation even, right? So here this b square minus 4ac, I'll change the color of this one, that is b square minus 4ac. This b square minus 4ac, this b square minus 4ac is also called as the discriminant, and is denoted by capital D. B square minus 4ac is called as the discriminant, and this discriminant here, this discriminant has a special meaning, because that is going to tell you about the nature of the roots. So right, so that nature of the roots I'm going to bring in my another video. I'm going to discuss more about this quadratic formula in my later videos, right? So now just for now, or you have to just understand how to derive the quadratic equation formula. I hope this was easy and clear to you guys to how to derive the quadratic equation formula, and this derivation you have to practice, and you just have to practice it, right? You should first understand the completing the square method. In my previous video you can go through it, and after that you have to practice deriving the formula. And in my later videos I'm going to bring the discussion on quadratic formula, what are the change, what effect this discriminant can bring in the roots, and what sort of roots you can get, and when the roots are going to be different and when the roots are going to be same. All the discussion about the quadratic formula I'm going to make in the later video, right? So for now we are keeping the video till here, and I hope you all have understood how to derive the quadratic equation formula from general quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c. From here you must have understood how to derive the quadratic equation formula, and that is x is equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Is it clear? I'm going to write it once again. X is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So this is your quadratic equation formula. I hope that was clear, students, and I'll be bringing more videos about quadratic equation. I'll be bringing more interesting videos for you guys. Just stay tuned, and I hope you like it. If you like my videos, please hit the like button. Thank you.